Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. Welcome to your chemistry class. Hope all of you are staying safe and well by the grace of Almighty Allah. Today I will start chapter 2, that is states of matter. And from this chapter today mainly I will discuss about properties of different matter and kinetic theory of particles. So at first, matter. What is matter? Things around us which have mass and which occupies space are called matters. Things around us which have mass and which occupies space are called matters. So we can give example many, such as follow here: water, thread, any juice, water vapor, gaseous substance, chair, table, books, etc. and etc. That is things which have a mass and which occupy some space. All are can be example of matter. And also you have to observe here, matters are not always solid substance. There can be liquid substance and also gaseous substance. More clearly we can say, follow here, this is a scene of our daily life, isn't it? Here one person is using a computer, so this person is a matter. He used glass, so this is a matter. There is a butterfly, computer, coffee, desk, chair, also there is plant, cat, there is a window, and outside of the window there is present sun, cloud, etc. and etc. All things are example of matter. Now we will know about types of matter. According to physical state, matters are of three types: solid, liquid and gas. There are huge examples of solid substance, also liquid substance, water, wine, vinegar, milk, oil, etc. etc. Gaseous substance, oxygen, carbon dioxide, nitrogen, hydrogen, water vapor, etc. Now we will know about the definition of these three types of matter: solid, liquid and gas. At first, solid. How can you define solid? The matter that has a specific mass, volume and shape is known as a solid matter. That means solid substance have definite mass, volume and shape. You can give any one example: ice, brick, stone, book, diary, etc. Now liquid matter, the matter that has a specific mass and volume but do not have any shape is known as a liquid matter. You have seen liquid substance have a specific mass and also volume, but you have seen that it has no fixed shape. When we keep any liquid substance in any pot of different shape, then the shape of that liquid will actually take the shape of the pot. So for this we can say liquid substance has no fixed shape. You can give any one example: water, wine, etc. Now for gaseous substance we can write the definition like this way: the matter that has only a specific mass but do not have any specific volume and shape is known as gaseous matter. You know that gaseous substance, it has also not specific volume. Why? Because gaseous substance actually occupy the whole space of the container. So if we keep a specific amount of gas in a small container, then it occupies the whole space of that container and its volume will be small. But if we keep this same amount of gas in a big container, then in that time also it will occupy the whole space. In that time its volume will be more. So for this we can say gaseous substance has no fixed volume. For example, steam or any gaseous substance. Now my dear students, we will know about the properties of different states of matter, solids. So from the definition already we have seen solid substance have definite shape and also it has definite volume, and solid substance, inside the solid substance particles are very close together, locked and vibrate in place. Follow here, this is the atomic structure of solid substance, and these red balls are actually represents the atoms of this solid substance. So follow here, they are very close to each other and they are locked and vibrate in place. How they are vibrate? Follow this picture. Follow here, these are the atoms of a solid substance. They are here just vibrating, not there is any not present any motion, just they are vibrating and they are very close to each other. And strong attractive force between particles, yes, there is a strong attraction force between these particles, otherwise it cannot be stay together. And low kinetic energy, that means the kinetic energy means motion of the atoms. So actually there is very low kinetic energy, and temperature is also very low and do not compress easily. Yes, because here atoms are very closely compact. So if there is inside the atoms there is a more space, vacant space, in that time if we compress then it will be compressed more. But if there is inside the atoms there is no vacant space, or this is very less amount in space, for this if we want to compress a solid substance it will not be compressed easily. So these are the actually properties of solid substance. Now we will know about liquids. A liquid has a definite volume but no definite shape of its own, because it takes the shape of the container. And compared to particles in a solid, the particles in a liquid are more loosely connected and can collide with and move first one another. Follow this picture. This is the atomic structure of liquid substance. Follow here. Here atoms are loosely connected, and here kinetic energy is also comparatively more because there is a motion, isn't it? And they are collide with one another. There is always occurs collision and move first to one another and move past one is moving past from another. So this is the actually atomic structure of liquid substance. How the molecules, liquid molecules or atoms of liquid substance are remain inside the liquid substance. Now follow here, a liquid is an example of fluid, meaning a substance that flows. Gases are also considered fluids. That means when a liquid substance is flow, that are example or that are also called fluid. So in that sense we can say liquid or gaseous substance is a one kind of fluid. Now we will know about properties of gas. Expand to completely fill their container. Yes, I have said, you know, gaseous substance are always occupies the whole space of the container, take the shape of their container, low density, because they are not staying together, so their density is very low and compressible. Inside the gaseous substance there is a huge amount of vacant space, so it is easily compressed and converted into its liquid and solid state. Mixtures of gases are always homogeneous. Yes, when different gases mixture, they are making a homogeneous mixture. That means they are mixed uniformly, and it is also one kind of fluid because gaseous substances are flow. For this, this is also one kind of fluid. Now show the atomic structure of gaseous substance. Follow here. Here atoms are moving so fast, and observing this movement we can say actually there is not present almost the negligible amount present the intermolecular attraction force. That means beside them or among them the intermolecular attraction force is very negligible. For this they can move so fast and apart from each other. So these are the actually properties of solid, liquid and gas. I hope you understood perfectly. Now I will discuss about my next topic, and that is kinetic theory of particles. Actually, kinetic theory of particles, this is actually the conversion of one physical state to another. That means how a solid substance is converted into its liquid state, or liquid substance is converted into its gaseous state. Mainly now I am discussing about this. And before understanding about the kinetic molecular theory, you have to know some related terms. For example, intermolecular force and intramolecular force. So intermolecular force, follow these pictures. Intermolecular force, that is the attraction force between two molecules. So follow here, these are the water molecules, these are the also water molecules. So here the attraction force between two water molecules is this dot sign. This attraction force also here, when the water is in gaseous state, so also there is a working a very negligible intermolecular attraction force. So this attraction force molecule to molecule is known as intermolecular force. And intramolecular force, what is intramolecular? Intramolecular means inside a molecule the attraction between two atoms are known as intramolecular force. For example, this is a compound, and inside this compound there is present positively charged atom, negatively charged atom. So the attraction force between this positively charged and negatively charged atom actually is known as intramolecular force. So I hope you understand, when the attraction force of between two molecules, that is known as intermolecular force, and when the attraction force are between two atoms in a molecule, in that cases that intermolecular force is known as intramolecular force. Now we will know about intermolecular force and intermolecular distance. Follow here, intermolecular force, the attraction force that exists between two molecules of a compound is called intermolecular force. This actually represent the intermolecular force. Here hydrogen chloride. So attraction force between these two molecules are known as intermolecular attraction force. And this intermolecular attraction force is highest in solid state, then is comparatively less in liquid state, and more less in gaseous state. So this is the order of intermolecular force in different state. Now intermolecular distance, the distance between two molecules of a compound is called intermolecular distance. That means inside the liquid water or inside the gaseous substance, the distance between two molecules. So here intermolecular distance are highest in gaseous state, moderate in liquid state, and lowest in solid state. Now we will know about the kinetic theory of particles. At first, conversion of solid state to liquid state. According to kinetic theory of particles, in solid state, molecules of matter are remain very close to each other and always vibrating. You have seen. When heat is applied on solid matter, then the vibration rate of molecule is increasing, and when the rate is enough high, then the molecules get motion, separate from each other and freely move. As a result, the intermolecular force is decreased and intermolecular distance is increased. Thus, solid state is converted into its liquid state due to applying heat. So, in solid state we have seen molecules are closely compact and they are always vibrating, but when we apply heat to solid substance, then their vibration rate actually increasing, and once upon a time it will get motion, and as a result their intermolecular attraction force is decreasing and distance is increasing. For example, solid ice due to heat is converted into water. Now, if you observe the molecular structure, then it will be more clear to you. Follow here. This is the solid state. Just they are vibrating. When we apply heat, then their vibration rate is increasing, and once upon a time they get motion and they freely move. So this is the conversion of solid state to liquid state due to applying heat. Now we will know about the conversion of liquid state to gas state. Again, for further applying heat, the kinetic energy of molecules is increasing more, and when it is enough high, then the molecules apart from each other. As a result, the intermolecular force is almost decreased and intermolecular distance is increased in highest amount. Thus, liquid state is converted into its gaseous state due to applying heat. For example, water is converted into water vapor. Follow here, liquid substance is converted into water vapor due to applying heat. So here, follow this figure, then it will be more clear to you. In liquid state, the atoms are just get motion and they can move freely, but after applying heat, this kinetic energy, that means movement of liquid molecules, are increasing so much. For this, they are just apart from each other is converted into gaseous state. Now like this way actually we will convert from solid to liquid to gas. Now watch this short video, then it will be more understandable to you. Follow here. This is a ice, and you know that the room temperature is more than melting temperature. Inside the solid ice actually atoms are always vibrating, but when we applying heat, that means more temperature, then the atoms are get motion, vibration rate is increasing, atoms are get motion and they are converted into its liquid state. Now whole solid is converted into liquid state like this way. And also we can prove this measuring its temperature using thermometer. Follow here. In solid state obviously the temperature reading will be less, but in liquid state obviously the temperature reading will be more, because after applying heat to solid substance, the solid is converted into its liquid state. So temperature reading must be different and always in less in solid and more in liquid. Now this is liquid substance, and for further applying heat, the liquid molecules, the kinetic energy of the atoms of liquid molecules are increasing and intermolecular attraction force decreasing, and the intermolecular distance is gradually increasing. Follow here. The molecules are apart from each other, that means it is converted into gaseous state. So I hope now clearly understand how a matter is converted into its solid to liquid and liquid to gas. Now we actually observe this conversion, but follow here. Solid is converted into liquid, is converted again into gas by applying heat. So there will be heat. But also gaseous substance can be converted into liquid and can also be converted into solid, but applying how? So here this conversion can be possible by two ways. Number one, by cooling, that means gaseous substance. If you cool gaseous substance, then it is converted into liquid, and further cooling it is again converted into solid ice. Actually, what will be the kinetic theory here? In gaseous state, there is a intermolecular attraction force is very less, intermolecular distance is very high. So when we cool the gaseous substance, then what will happen? The kinetic energy of the gaseous molecules will be decreased due to decreasing temperature, and their kinetic attraction force will be increased, distance will be decreased, and once upon a time it is converted into liquid state. And liquid state, for further cooling liquid substance, also their intermolecular attraction force is gradually increased, intermolecular distance is gradually decreased, and once upon a time it is converted into solid substance. And also another way by which we can convert gas to liquid, liquid to solid, and that is applying pressure. Also, if we apply pressure to gaseous substance, follow here, using piston we can apply external pressure to gaseous substance. In that time what will happen? The intermolecular distance will be decreased and intermolecular attraction force will be increased, and once upon a time it is converted into liquid state. And for further applying pressure, then the intermolecular force is highest in amount, intermolecular distance is lowest in amount, and it is converted into solid state. So like this way, by applying pressure or decreasing temperature, we can easily convert gaseous substance to liquid and into solid. So my dear students, today up to this, I hope you clearly understood my lecture, and if you think, then you can watch this video more times to understand properly the whole phenomenons. And after acquiring the clear conception, you have to write the answer of these two questions in your note copy. Follow here. First question is, compare the properties of solid, liquid and gas. Here you will write the answer like this way. At first you make a table of 4 columns. First column for comparing point and other columns for solid, liquid and gas. Now comparing point, for example, volume. Solid substance has a fixed volume, liquid substance has also fixed volume, but gaseous substance has not fixed volume. Like this way. Also you can give another comparing point, that is shape, and also intermolecular force, intermolecular distance, etc. Now second answer question is, how is a solid substance converted into its liquid and gaseous state and vice versa? Explain according to kinetic theory of particles with figure. Follow here. First answer, that means solid substance conversion into liquid and gas, I have given in my video lecture, but the opposite phenomenon, opposite process, that is from conversion from gaseous to liquid and liquid to solid, you can write any one, either decreasing temperature or pressure, and in that cases you have to give figure. Like this way you can draw a figure easily. For solid, after applying heat, liquid, after applying heat, gases, or if you show the conversion of gas to liquid, liquid to solid, then in that case you have to arrange the figure like this way. So my dear students, today up to this, you will must write these two answers in your note copy, and after opening the school I will must check out that. So today up to that, and very soon I will come back with my new class, and up to that you will be safe and well. Goodbye today.